Each year I lace up my boots, not to conquer peaks or clock kilometers, but to follow the quiet trails that lead to South Africa's hidden healers, the natural healing plants. This story is not just about me. It is about the land. Vast, breathing, eternal. It is about the healing plants that rise from ancient soil. It is about the sacred rhythm of South Africa's earth, where silence carries memory and every herb is a whisper from the ancestors. I do not travel for leisure. I journey to listen, to gather, to remember. This is a pilgrimage of soil, spirit, and soul. While others stampeded in the malls, beaches, and branded getaways, I take a different road, rough, quiet, and overflowing with sacred medicine. I don't travel for leisure. I travel for life. I travel to return to something the modern world has forgotten, that healing is in the soil, not the shelf. Each year I make my way across South Africa, not to escape, but to connect. From the rugged stillness of the Karoo to the fertile savannas, of Limpopo and Northwest, and the proud plains of the Free State, I go not as a tourist, but as a pilgrim of health. I don't carry pills. I don't seek pharmacies. What I seek are the plants that knew my ancestors, that still whisper their cures through wind and root. In a world addicted to drugs with more side effects than solutions, I say this: nature is not an alternative. Nature is original medicine. This is not folklore. It's not superstition. It's science born of soil and wisdom born of generations. Welcome to my journey. A journey through cancer bush, marula, and molonyane. A journey through healing without harm. This is not about chemicals. This is about communion. Not about synthetic control, but natural harmony. Let us begin. The Karoo, cancer bush, the healer of the spirit and body. Every year, I return to the Karoo, not for a holiday, but for healing. It's here that I harvest cancer bush, known to the old healers as Sutherlandia frutescens. You can't rush in the Karoo. The silence teaches you patience. The wind teaches you prayer. Cancer bush is no ordinary plant. It's a natural adaptogen, helping the body resist stress, restore energy, and boost the immune system. Traditionally, it has been used to support HIV patients, cancer recovery, diabetes, anxiety, and inflammation. But unlike pharmaceuticals, it does not destroy the liver or flood your body with chemicals that require a second drug to manage the side effects of the first. This is not a drug. It's medicine from the soul of the Karoo. I boil its leaves into a tea. I bottle it. I bless it. I drink it not just to survive, but to thrive. Limpopo and Northwest, marula, the joy giver and immune booster. My journey then takes me into the golden savannas of Limpopo and Northwest, where the sacred marula trees wait like old grandmothers, arms full of fruit. I collect marula fruits by hand. Some I press into a sweet, citrus-like juice that rivals any expensive imported supplement. It's rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and skin-nourishing oils. Others I allow to ferment gently into marula beer, an ancient drink that cleanses the gut, warms the spirit, and connects me to African time. Marula strengthens the immune system, nourishes the skin, and brings joy to the mood. Unlike the synthetic syrups sold in pharmacies, this gift of the earth won't give you headaches, addiction, or organ damage. This is not a drug. It's joy in a bottle, handed down by the soil. Free State, molonyane, the breath of the ancestors. Then I move into the Free State, where I hunt for the gray-green leaves of molonyan, Artemisia afra, also called African wormwood. You feel it before you see it. A sharp aroma in the wind, a bold herb that doesn't ask for permission to speak. I gather it with respect, boil it, steam with it, and sip its bitter strength. Molonyane is a traditional healer's treasure, used to treat colds, flu, fever, asthma, and digestive issues. It clears the lungs and opens the mind. Unlike chemical, cough syrups and fever reducers that bring drowsiness and liver toxicity, molonyane works with the body, not against it. This is not a drug. It's ancestral breath, passed down through hands and roots. My pilgrimage is not a vacation. It's a return to health. So, while the world queues for pills, I walk the land. I harvest, I brew, I heal, I give thanks. Because I know nature is not alternative. It is original, it is pure, it is powerful. And these cancer bush, marula, mohlonyane, are not drugs. They are answers. These are treasures no bank can hold. Wealth money cannot buy, not the kind printed on paper or locked behind steel, but the kind that seeps into your bones when you walk barefoot on wild earth, the kind that whispers in your lungs when you inhale the steam of molonyana, the kind that glows in your skin after sipping marula under a blazing African sky. This is wealth in the form of satisfaction. The Karoo. What a name. The Karoo is not just a joyful name. Behind the great name is wisdom, history, treasure, and heritage, your heritage. The Karoo may look barren to the untrained eye, but to seekers of natural medicine, it is a living dispensary. Alongside cancerbush, Sutherlandia frutescens, the Karoo is home to other powerful medicinal plants, each forged by the sun, wind, and struggle. The Karoo, Parliament of Natural Health and Healing. The Karoo is not empty. It is a sacred legislature of natural healing, where every plant is a delegate, every root a speaker of truth. This is the Parliament of Natural Health and Healing. No man-made machine could mimic what this soil manufactures. Dryness is the engine. Heat is the craftsman. Here, the hard earth forges medicine, not in labs, but in silence. At its center stands the cancer bush, Sutherlandia frutescens, bold and bitter, a sovereign of the desert. It boosts the immune system, balances blood sugar, eases anxiety, and restores vitality like no synthetic ever could. But it does not stand alone. Cankerbos wallafrida, another name for cancer bush, but also a term used broadly for similar-looking herbs in the region. Its variations signal a diverse pharmacopoeia built into the Karoo's ecosystem. Devil's claw, Harpagophytum procumbens. Though more common in drier northern parts, it edges into the Karoo and is famed for its anti-inflammatory properties, particularly for arthritis and joint pain. Where pain clings to the body, devil's claw looses its grip. Wild garlic, Tolbagia violacea, known to fight infections, reduce cholesterol, and ease respiratory ailments. In the Karoo, it grows with humble defiance, offering both flavor and healing. Karoo wormwood, Artemisia afra, found along the fringes and copies. This is the cousin of mohlonyan, a lung cleanser, fever breaker, and virus fighter. It breathes the spirit of the ancestors into every steam and sip. Buffon disticha, powerful ancient bulb, used by traditional healers for mental health, trauma, and nervous disorders, but also treated with great respect due to its potency and toxicity. It reminds us, the Karoo doesn't just heal, it teaches reverence. Pelargonium sidoides, Umkaloabo. Though more common in the Eastern Cape, it can be found in Karoo borderlands. Revered for treating respiratory infections, colds, and flu. Where air is dry, this plant helps you breathe easier. In this desert parliament, there are no lobbyists, no bribes, no politics, only plants that prove their worth by surviving and by offering their essence to those humble enough to walk, gather, brew, and believe. The Karoo is not behind. It is ahead of the pharmaceutical madness, ahead of the synthetic chaos. It is the ancestral future of healing, waiting patiently for the world to listen. It's time to wake up from ignorance and save your life, the naturally way, the wisdom way. The savannas, South Africa's living apothecary of joy, strength, and ferment. If the Karoo is the parliament, then the savannas are the marketplace of the gods. A living apothecary stretching across Limpopo, Northwest, and Mpumalanga, where trees don't just grow, they give, generously and joyfully. Here, medicine doesn't hide. It drops from trees, it pulses in roots, it flows in sap, it ferments under sun. This is the kingdom of abundance, where the rhythm of healing is festive, and the scent of fruit is also the scent of health. At its center stands the marula tree, Sclerocarya birrea, queen of the savanna, bearer of the sacred fruit that becomes both juice and beer, both nutrition and celebration. Rich in vitamin C, loaded with antioxidants, and sacred to many Bantu tribes, the marula is joy you can drink, immunity you can taste, and heritage you can toast. But this isn't a solo performance, it's a chorus of healing. Baobab Adansonia. Digitata, the tree of life. Its fruit powder is a superfood, more vitamin C than oranges, more calcium than milk. It supports gut health, hydration, and immune strength. Its bark, leaves, and seeds all carry medicinal value. It stands like a silent giant, reminding you that greatness doesn't shout, it shelters. Moringa, Moringa oleifera. Known as the miracle tree, it grows in parts of Limpopo and Mpumalanga. It lowers blood pressure, balances blood sugar, boosts energy, and cleanses the liver. Moringa doesn't brag. It builds you from the inside out. Wild basil, Ocimum canum, aromatic and sharp, used for colds, flu, stomach issues, and spiritual cleansing. In the savannas, it is a quiet sentinel that strengthens the body and uplifts the mind. Sour plum, Ximenia caffra. Its sour red fruit supports digestion and metabolism, while its oil is prized for skin healing. This is natural skincare borns. Under African sun, no chemicals needed. African potato, Hypoxis hemerocalidea, a powerful immune booster used in traditional medicine for infections, prostate health, and inflammatory conditions. In the savannas, this is warrior medicine, quiet, earthy, and strong. Lipia javanica, fever tea, grows wild in savannas and bushveld. Used for fever, respiratory issues, and even malaria prevention. It's the tea of the old ones, served with wisdom, not sugar. In these vast golden fields, the wind is warm and the ground is generous. Every tree is a healer, every leaf is a lesson, every fruit is a blessing. The savannas teach you that healing can be joyful, that medicine can taste like celebration, that drinking marula beer with elders under a thorn tree is as sacred as any. Ceremony in marble temples. This land doesn't just grow herbs. It grows community, it grows resilience, it grows life. Here, in the savannas of South Africa, health is not a product. Health is a lifestyle, and once a year, I return to be reminded that true healing doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from the soil, the sun, and the stories of those who still remember.